Hello and welcome to the Less Faff mini reset. And we're going to spend 3 days now. That sounds horrific. It's not 3 days at all. It's just an email a day and a short little video from me explaining exactly what I'm talking about. But before we start, you might be wondering, isn't this the Cake Coach Online lady? Let me explain. Why am I talking about faff and different ways of doing things? Well, alongside cakes, I spent a lot of years, too many years actually, working in offices and within accounts. And long before working from home actually became normal, I was already doing it. And I actually only physically went into the office a couple of days a week, while also quietly, don't tell anybody, fitting in bookkeeping clients around everything else, right? And somewhere along the way, I got into the habit of creating shortcuts and systems actually for interior designers and the clients and the bookkeeping and then everyday life because I needed to do my work really, really quickly in order to have as much time as I had with my children. Because the quicker I did the work, the more free time I had, which was great. We could do play dates. And from doing that, I realised something. I seem to be wired slightly differently, or and perhaps I said I'd got a bit of a weird brain. Not sure, one thing or the other. But other people were just simply getting through the day, and I was constantly asking, "Why are you quite doing it like that? That's the long way round of doing it." And I used to scratch my head and watch people do things in a really, to me, non-obvious order. There's always an easier way, my brain said, right? Quicker. There could be quicker, fewer steps. Then I realised that the strange thing is once your brain starts spotting this friction, you can't really switch it off. I can sit in a bar and I can watch the waitresses going up and down and up to the till that way and up to there to get the ice. And it's like, if you just put the ice bucket next to the till, it would be so much. Honestly, it does my head in, I've got to tell you. But you do notice repeated annoyances all the time and the unnecessary steps and the waste of time. And you notice the systems that create more work instead of less. And over the time, I realised something. Life isn't often hard because of one really huge problem. Sometimes life is hard because there's hundreds of tiny little things that quietly slow us down. And that's what getting rid of the treacle that slows us down, that we all wade through on a daily basis, is all about. It's helping you spot the easier paths that perhaps you cannot yet see for yourself. So my question is, have you ever, for instance, bought something twice because the first one just disappeared into the abyss in your house and you have no idea where it went to? Or maybe searched for theatre tickets on the day that you're due to go and get the train because you're going to the theatre and you're not even sure whereabouts, either on your email, it might even be because you want to stand in the queue and have them scan the little QR code and hope that you've got enough battery power in your phone, right? Or you may have printed them out, but now you're searching for them. Did you put them on the mantel shelf behind the clock? Everything's behind the clock on the mantel shelf. And it's just annoying and waste time and you get in a panic. Or have you ever opened a cupboard and things fall out? Yeah, I've got a cupboard like that. It's on my list of things to do. But you know what I mean. But the thing is, treacle, it steals time and it steals energy and it steals money, actually. If you're not careful, it steals money that you've already got and it's wasted, right? And that small friction compounds. So for today, what I want you to think about is to just think about your home, where you live, all the rooms that you've got, and just visit each room one by one and look and think, what really irritates me about this thing? It might be a squeaky door or a blind that hasn't got the right pulley on it, or something in that room that it flicks through your head and you go, one day I'll get round to sorting that. But nobody ever makes a list of all the things that actually totally irritate them about their house, right? And if you do that room by room, just get a blank piece of paper and all the things that irritate you. And it's like, well, we're not going into the spring cleaning of everything. Just the things that need fixing, need mending, things that drive you nuts anytime you touch them. You can do the same with money. You can do the same with health. You might have one in your head. You think, oh, I must make an appointment with the doctors. Not very easy to get an appointment with the doctors. Anyway, that's another aside for you. What about technology? What about your inbox? Oh, don't mention the inbox. What about relationships? Just general admin, just general repeated frustrations. Write them all down. And once you've got a list, you feel just so much more. It's just great to basically get it off your chest. To get all the things that irritate you written down, because you know that you can, one by one, we can look at them together and pick off the most important, the most urgent. And wouldn't it be great to get some of these things just ticked off and out of the way and stop giving your brain space to them, right? So today is about getting a blank piece of paper. There's nothing to download. I just thought we'll make this really simple because some people haven't even got a printer. So if you just get a blank sheet of paper or a spiral bound notepad that a secretary used to use for shorthand, that sort of thing, preferably not a back of an envelope. Because back of it, I've got a whole story about backs of envelopes further on down the line. But just somewhere where you can logically put this room, this room, this room, this is what needs doing, right? Because then over the next 2 days after that, we're going to have a little look at your list and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can start feeling freer from all the clutter and all the treacle that we're wading through on a regular basis. So that's all for now, and I shall see you tomorrow. Bye.